I'm gonna be drawing on black paper. My amazing best friend bought me 2 sketchbooks, and one of them was black paper, and she said, "I didn't think you had any, so I bought you some." And as I was sitting there at my desk trying to come up with what to draw, I was trying to think of the most colorful animals. So I thought of drawing a snake or a jellyfish, but then I remembered that my mom's favorite animal is a hummingbird, and it just fits so perfectly. So right here I'm just sketching out with a normal yellow pencil, and then I went back over it with a white Crayola colored pencil because it's the least pigmented, and then I just took my eraser and erased the pencil lines that I could. Actually, in this video I'm going to be using Crayola Prismacolor, which I finally have, and a few Faber-Castell pencils. I had like a little video where I was like swatching them all on the black paper to see how they show up, but it was taking too long, so I had to cut it out. The first thing I did was go in with this like yellow-green Crayola colored pencil just to lay down a base first. I was trying to figure out what color to put down next, so I just swatched some on an extra piece of black paper, and I decided to go with the Prismacolor called Cloud Blue, and I just laid that right down on top very lightly. After that, I went in with a true green Prismacolor, and then right after with the aquamarine to just lightly give it a different like bluer color. Then I went right back with the true green. And I just kept switching back and forth with those colors to get like the color I wanted. One of the few Faber-Castell pencils that I own, and I couldn't find the name. I think it just is called 156. Guys, I'm going back to my sophomore year of college in like 10 days, and I'm very, very, very excited, but also slightly terrified because I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I hope that you're getting ready for school and that you're just as excited as I am. I start using the Prismacolor, which I think is called Ultramarine, to make the appearance of feathers, and then I'll put a link down below for the reference picture that I used, just so you can see how it looks compared to that. After I was done with all the feathers and the blue, I went in with the darkest green that I could find in the Prismacolor set, which is called dark green, just to darken up the underneath part of the feathers, so that way it would look like they have like a little dimension. just using the true green and the white from the Prismacolor set to put a little bit of like a highlight on the feather. And then I start using the dark green and the Copenhagen blue to give it a little bit of shadow, like on the chest and the back part near the eye. And then I took my white Faber-Castell colored pencil to start filling in the eye with very light strokes of white, and then did a little highlight, and I went back in with the black for my Prismacolor because it's the most pigmented, and I had to sharpen it, and then I just went around and filled in the spaces that needed to be darkened up. Then around the eye area, I start using what I'm pretty sure is a Prismacolor, but I'm not 100% positive. I go back in with a Copenhagen blue, and then followed by the dark green, and then I start using the violet from the Prismacolor, not the blue violet, just the violet one, which says it's 932, that's its number. Here I'm using the blush pink and the Copenhagen blue. And then I start using what I think is Crayola's Orchid Purple, followed by a light blue. I go in with the black and then the blush pink. the black and the blue to start forming shadows, and then I started using the blush pink to make the feathers on the bottom part of the hummingbird. And then I started using one of my favorite colors from the Prismacolor collection, the lilac. On top of that lilac, I laid down some imperial violet. And then I went in with some violet blue. Next, I used a color called Process Red, just to give it a little bit more of like a sheen. If you look at the reference picture, you'll know what I mean. Then I used the Prismacolor 20% Cool Gray. I filled in that whole area with the violet blue. And here I was using Crayola's Aqua Green. Here I was making little lines to indicate feathers with Imperial Violet, which I then went over with the lilac. I went back in with the Copenhagen blue and then went back with the black just to darken up some feathers. I went in with the black, the Copenhagen blue, and the dark green just to fill in some more space and darken up the color. magenta or terracotta. I can't remember and I couldn't tell from the video. The first color that I used to fill in the branch was Crayola's taupe. I cut out me filling in and coloring the branch because it was gonna make the video very long, and I frankly can't remember which colors I use. The color that I'm using right there, I think, is Prismacolor Ginger Root. Okay, here it is. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out because this is one of my first times using black paper and Prismacolors. So there it is. Have a great day, guys.